Time blocking is often presented as a way to organize your day, scheduling tasks into fixed time slots so everything has a place. But the real value is not organization, it is control over your attention. Without structure, your day becomes reactive. You move from one task to another based on urgency, interruption, or whatever feels easiest in the moment. And that creates instability. Your focus shifts constantly. Decisions stack up, and your attention fragments across multiple directions. That is where stress begins to build. Not just from what you are doing, but from how often you are switching between things. Because every switch has a cost. You lose focus, you reset context, and your brain has to re-engage from the start. Over time, that creates mental fatigue, even if the work itself is not complex. Structured time blocking removes that constant switching. It assigns a clear function to a period of time. So instead of deciding what to do in the moment, you follow a predefined structure. That reduces decision load, because your brain is no longer evaluating options continuously. It knows where attention is supposed to go. But this only works if the blocks are structured correctly, not packed tightly with tasks, not based on unrealistic expectations, and not treated as rigid rules that cannot adapt. The goal is not to control every minute. It is to create direction and stability. That starts with defining the type of work, not just the task. Deep focus, shallow tasks, admin, recovery. Each requires a different level of attention, and grouping them properly reduces friction. Instead of constantly switching between different types of thinking, you stay within the same mode for longer. That is what stabilizes focus. Another key part is protecting the block once it starts, because structure only works if it is maintained. If interruptions are constant, the system breaks. So during a block, the focus is singular. One type of work, one direction of attention. Everything else is delayed. This is where time blocking becomes uncomfortable, because you are choosing not to respond to everything immediately. But that is exactly what creates control. Another layer is spacing. Without breaks, blocks lose effectiveness. Attention drops, fatigue increases, and the quality of work declines. So recovery is part of the structure, not something added when you feel burnt out, but something built into the system from the start. Over time, this creates a different rhythm. Your day becomes more predictable, your attention becomes more stable, and your output becomes more consistent. Not because you are doing more, but because you are switching less. This is what reduces stress, because your mind is no longer scattered across multiple demands at once. It is operating within a clear structure, and that structure removes a large part of the pressure. Structured time blocking is not about filling your day. It is about shaping how your attention is used within it. And when your attention becomes more stable, everything else becomes easier to manage.